Hey everybody, welcome to Process Server and Messenger. I'm Nick, and before we get the show started on a Monday, a beautiful Monday, I just want to remind everybody, please like, review, rate, subscribe, interact with the podcast and with all the posts I do. It all goes a long way. I'm on wherever you get your podcasts, I'm there. I'm on YouTube with a video podcast. I'm on X, I'm on Instagram, I think I'm on Facebook. I'm on patreon.com/process server and messenger. I got a subscriber over there looking for subscriber number 2. So, check it all out, and it all goes a long way. And thanks to everybody who's, listening and liking and interacting. It's all great. So we're going to start the show, that's that. Here we go. Okay, we're back. I think I'm starting to get the intro transitions down a little better. My mic placement's crazy today, though. I'm going to be fiddling with this all day. I need to adjust the screws, adjust everything. It's just, I don't love it today. Hopefully that works. I'm still new to podcasting and the whole thing, so I got one screw here that doesn't want to stay, and it's really I'm kind of focused on it too much. All right, but it's Monday. Welcome to Process Server and Messenger, the show where we like to talk about life as a process server, life as a messenger, life as a small business owner. My name's Nick. I'm the host of the show. I'm a California process server, small business owner, and just busy guy doing a lot of work, serving a lot of people. I'm a little bit tired today. I feel like all over the place. I was out late serving people, and I woke up early and I had to serve people. So this is the first break I've gotten in maybe a day or two, and it's finally hitting me. All the hours I was sitting in traffic. I didn't get home till almost 9 last night. I was out early this morning, knocking on doors and serving people. I went to a beautiful house in Santa Monica in an area that I've never been to, and it's like the type of house you will see on a movie. Seriously, it's the inside. It's a beautiful house, and it's got big giant windows, and you can see inside. It looks like some sort of like dojo or place where people film karate fight scenes in a movie. It looks like a house that Jennifer Lopez would fight someone in some sort of movie. It was I don't know how else to describe it. But usually when I go to houses that are that nice, usually no one's there. If you got a nice house, the nicer your house, the less likely you are to be there. I don't know what some like process server rule of thumb, but if you're ever going to serve somebody at a nice house, probably not going to be there. Although recently I did serve a guy, and he had a really nice house, and it's just nearby in the same area of LA. It was in Los Angeles. It wasn't Santa Monica, but it was in the same kind of area, and it was just down the road a little bit. And he was home, and I was surprised. And but usually you have a nice home like that in the nicer areas. You're either on vacation or you're working. Those homes are expensive. You're probably working. You're probably you're busy. Excuse me, I got this cough in my throat. This whole podcast is going to be me clearing my throat. It's flu season. I don't know. I got the kids in school, and they bring the flu back home every year. It's like before I had kids, I wasn't getting sick as often, and now that they're going to school, it's like, I mean, if you're a parent, I think you might know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that's a different podcast. Today it's Monday, so I like to do news from the California courts. I thought about this segment a little bit. I think I like keeping it California Superior Court. I might build off of that and do other courts and stuff, but really I like to keep it to, for now, the Superior Court of California, because that's a lot of the documents I'm serving are, that's where they're coming out of anyway. And not like a court reporter or, journalist or anything like that. So some of that stuff does interest me, but it just doesn't affect me so much as the local stuff does. But I do want to keep up with some of the other courts. I don't only serve California paperwork. There's some interesting Supreme Court stuff going on. I'm not like a Supreme Court guy. I don't know much about that, but I do follow it on social media. I do hear it just like the rest of you do. They got the one going around the news today. They're talking about some guy who is suing because there's a law that he smokes weed and he has cocaine, but he's not allowed to have a gun because he's a danger. So I don't know where this, I'm butchering it. I'm sorry. This isn't my area, but he's suing because there's a law saying you can't get a gun if you're like a regular drug user because you're a threat. And he's saying that's infringing my right. And they're hearing that at the Supreme Court. And then I don't know, see how it goes. Not my area. I'm not going to weigh in on that. But it is interesting. I do want to see kind of how they roll on that. It's interesting to think about where your rights end and where public safety begins. And is that even a valid thing? You smoke weed, you can't own a gun. Does that go too far? I don't know. I'm not really concerned on making an opinion either way. I know a lot of people would say that your right to own the gun is important, and then some people would say there's a legitimate threat to public safety. I guess that's the arguments that they're presenting them. Again, I heard this on the radio this morning when I was driving around. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see where that goes. There's a lot of interesting Supreme Court stuff, but I don't like to, as much as I want to get into that, maybe I will one day. It's just going to be really political, and I only talk about politics with my wife. I don't necessarily want to do like a politics podcast. I have plenty of thoughts, but that's not really where I want this podcast to go. And sometimes Supreme Court arguments that gets into like national politics, and that's kind of, I don't really want to go into there. I'll keep that between me and my wife. Maybe we'll do a politics husband-wife podcast one day. But we have California news. Hold on, I'm checking my emails. People are asking me for status on some jobs. California Newsroom. We have a Judicial Council of California Distinguished Service Awards honoring excellence in California judicial branch. So Justices Arthur Gilbert, Rebecca Fleming, Judge Jonathan Conklin are all Distinguished Service Award winners for 2025. Justice Arthur Gilbert, Court of Appeal, 2nd Appellate District, Division 6, Ventura. Judge Jonathan Conklin, Superior Court of Fresno County, and Rebecca Fleming, Court Executive Officer, Superior Court of Santa Clara County. Congrats to all three of you for winning your award. That's cool. That's really cool. It's nice to win awards. Usually, I haven't won an award since like school, and these People are been out of school a while. I don't think I'm ever going to win an award ever again in my life. I don't think there's a whole lot of process server awards. I know Cal's Pro has some sort of award. I think I could win that one day if I did some politicking. But I think it's safe to say I'm never going to win an award ever again in my life. So that's really cool for these guys. Distinguished Service Award. Congrats. Legitimate. I'm jealous. I do wish I can win at least one more award in my life. That'd be nice. We got Supreme Court oral arguments coming up November 4th. We have Judicial Council meeting October 23rd. We have Governor Newsom signs major amendment to California's Racial Justice Act into law. Okay. Anti-tax group calls LA mansion tax misleading at California Appeals Court. Okay. New commissioner appointed to San Luis Obispo Superior Court. Okay, congrats. Past lies to officials may be enough to deny asylum request. Okay, now we're getting in the weeds. That's less court news. And what else we got going on? California Supreme Court hosts landmark outreach session in Monterey County. I think I saw that last Monday. Judicial Council to hear how juvenile courts help children and families in foster care. California Supreme Court to honor late Justice Joseph R. Grodin. Appointments to Court of Appeals. Commission is considering appointments to Court of Appeals on November 17th. So just a lot of little stuff going on. I'm gonna look more into this awards thing. I'm very intrigued by the award. We have improved access for low and moderate income Californians. We honor this year's recipients for contributions to the judicial branch. Blah, blah, blah. Justice Arthur Gilbert has been on the bench for 50 years. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, just a lot of biography. I guess they're just good people, good judges. Good for you. We also have Judge Bruce Chan, Superior Court of San Francisco County, Aranda Access to Justice Award. So he's winning the Aranda Access to Justice Award. Well, this is all good stuff. Justice is good. Awards are good. So congrats to all the award winning people. Oh, what's this? Judge Samantha Jessner was appointed to Los Angeles Superior Court and has served as the presiding judge from 23 to 24. What is she doing? I guess she also won an award. Technology, increased access, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I guess she's winning the Aranda Award too for access to justice. I guess that's for like helping people, I don't know, access, increased access. So putting stuff online, basically making everything on the internet, which increases your access greatly. So I know I'm kind of making fun of that, but it actually does. And I do like that. That's a good thing. Man, this thing is going to be bothering me the whole time. Well, anyways, that's it for the news. A lot of people winning awards. I saw something. San Bernardino Superior Court unveils court community vehicle to expand access to justice across the county. And they have I saw it on their Instagram. They have like a food truck of justice. Kind of looks like a food truck or like one of those mobile clinics somewhere where you would like get the flu shot. And I guess they're going to go around, yeah, this thing looks like a food truck. And it's going to the communities in San Bernardino and helping people who, I don't know, maybe they don't have internet, maybe they can't get a ride to the court, and maybe, I guess that's cool. You got a hearing and you just would need a Zoom camera, but you don't have, you don't have a camera, you don't have a laptop, you can't do the thing, and so you just have this this truck stop, this food truck stop by your house, and you pop in and you're at your hearing. So that's good. That's what I assume it does. Reducing barriers for residents who live far from traditional courthouses. San Bernardino is a huge place too, so they probably have a lot of need for that. That's genuinely cool, though. That is cool. It's all about access to justice, and you don't want to. I know how tough it can be to have a hearing and to show up, actually physically show up at the courthouse. It's not. It's not always easy, and the more you got going on in your life, the less easy it becomes. So this is good. I'm for that. Yeah. Seems like they need more than one though. San Bernardino is huge. I bet this could be popular. Like a little RV, little food truck rolling into your neighborhood, and you can have it. It could be self-driving, and if you got a hearing coming up, you can just get on your app and have the mobile courthouse park outside, and you hop in. You do your hearing. You sit on your seat. You got the Zoom camera inside the RV. Go through a little McDonald's drive-through. Do your thing. Talk to the judge. Show up for your hearing, and then boom, you just step back out and you're at home. You didn't have to drive to the courthouse. Very cool. Very, very cool. So that's it for the news update for Monday. A lot of awards. Is it that time of year? Is this like an end of the year thing? People hand out awards at the end of the year? I guess. I'm really jealous of those judges. They got a cool job. They're judges and they're winning awards. It's nice. I could win some sort of Cal's Pro award maybe one day, but other than that, what award am I up for? Forever, for the rest of my life. I don't know. Probably nothing. I'm so jealous of these people and their judge awards. Good job, guys. Access to justice. That's a cool one. I gotta look up what that actually means, but it sounds good. Who's not for access to justice? That's right. And then you throw in this San Bernardino access to justice food truck. Now we're cooking. I like this food truck thing. I really do. I like the idea of more community basis. I'm telling you, getting to the courthouses sometimes is such a pain, and they got such a racket going with the parking and the whole thing. Even finding the courtroom can be a disaster. And the last times I've been to the courthouse as a witness in actual courtroom, or even just dropping off paperwork, like filing a peremptory challenge in the department, and they're having a hearing at the moment, like more than half the people are showing up on Zoom. They got multiple screens in the courtroom. They have the Zoom thing all lined up. They have other people on deck. So like who's ever next at the hearing has their Zoom like on deck, and they're just sitting there muted and waiting. And I'm for it. It's awesome. It works. Go to court from home. For some things, maybe you show up the clerk shows up, the judge shows up, the bailiff shows up. Who else needs to show up? The jurors, they should show up. Who else needs to show up? It's kind of at that point for me where do it like this. You got a camera on your computer. You just show up in a little box on the TV screen in the courtroom. You didn't have to mess with parking or traffic or finding the courtroom or going through the little scanner machine where you can't have a lighter in your pocket or the thing goes off, and whatever. That's fine, but the amount of people I see doing hearings from Zoom makes me feel like this San Bernardino food truck thing. I call it a food truck thing, but I seriously think it's a good idea. And it's one right now. Is that it? Just that one? It says unveiling of its new community vehicle. 30-foot mobile courtroom. I mean, we need like 1,000 of those. We need like a lot of those. That could be awesome. I'm all for doing your hearing via Zoom. When you're doing it on Zoom, guess what's not happening? Your phone's not going off. The bailiffs get all mad when you're in the courtroom and your phone goes off. Well, if you're on Zoom, your phone's not going off because you're on mute. Problem solved. So I'm for that. I want more of that. That's good. Yeah, we need like 1,000 of those. Every county needs 1,000 of those. Self-drive. That one's not self-driving, but in the future, self-driving, mobile courtrooms. It's pretty sweet. You don't need to be in the courtroom. You just need to be. You need to be there. You don't need to physically be there. Maybe your lawyer shows up. Your attorney shows up. They show up like they need to make a good appearance. Like they got a suit on, a tie. They look good. You got them standing there in front of the judge. Maybe that makes your case a little better and maybe it looks better. But other than the attorney, the judge, the clerk, the bailiff, the jury, who else needs to actually physically be there? You just do it like you're doing a podcast. You're just at your hearing like this and you didn't have to get stuck in traffic. A lot of people can't do that though, so that's where these food trucks come in. Okay. One thing I wanted to get to the bottom, that's it for the news. I don't think there's anything else. Some awards, community vehicles, a lot of awards. Yeah. I do want to look at the amendments to California's Racial Justice Act and the LA mansion tax. I do kind of want to read those. I'll read those later. I don't know if I'll ever go over stuff like that on the podcast. I'm not qualified at all. I can just read things and have an opinion, but I'm going to read that later. But it looks interesting. Newsom signing a lot of stuff. We just had the SPARE Act. Was it a SPARE Act? I think that's what it is. The AB 747 Process Server Accountability Act. We got the amendments to Racial Justice Act. It's award season, and it's season for governors to sign bills into law. But other than that, that's it for the news. Congrats, Justice Arthur Gilbert, Judge Jonathan Conklin, and Court Executive Officer Rebecca Fleming. The other thing I was thinking about bringing up on this podcast, now that we're done with the news, is, I do a lot of McDonald's when I'm working, driving around, and they have the Monopoly game going on right now, so I'm like there even more because that Monopoly game gets me. More than anything, I think I would love to win a McDonald's Monopoly prize one day. Right now I have 2 out of 3 pieces there's a RV that you can win. That would be sweet. So I'm almost there, but, I go to McDonald's a lot and I was just like, man, I need help. I need a diet or process server on the road. Anybody who's on the road, you don't have to be a process server. Just someone who's in their car working a lot. What do you do? I mean, I got to start bringing weights or something because I'm sitting in my car a lot. Then I'm going into McDonald's. I'll do the bacon McDouble, usually in a coffee. Like I'll do a quarter pounder, a coffee, a bacon McDouble. I'll do a cheeseburger, just a regular cheeseburger. If I'm hungry, I'll get the quarter pounder. Because I discovered that the quarter pounder is actually just a solid hamburger on its own. But I won't do the meal. I'll just get the quarter pounder just because I'm hungry. I'm there for either two reasons. I'm hungry or I got to use the restroom. And McDonald's, you go in there and you get a burger and then you use the restroom. It's a little trick of the trade, you know. Not everywhere you go to surf has a restroom available to you. So you pop into McDonald's, get a coffee. That's usually what I'll get. I'll get a coffee most of the time. If I'm hungry, I've been getting the quarter pounder. But that's a little bit of a heavy burger. That's like if I'm hungry, I'll get that. I'll do a cheeseburger too. Just the regular, just the tiny. It's like 3 or 4 bite size. Just a regular one patty, one slice of cheese, the chopped onions, I think there's a pickle on there and mustard ketchup. Just a basic cheeseburger guy. I'll get that. That's like a snack. That's like if I'm not hungry. A lot of times I'm getting the coffee and then I'm hitting the restroom and then I'm gone. Every once in a while I'll do a Burger King. I like the original chicken sandwich, the guy that's the oval shaped one. Sometimes I'm craving that, so I'll get that. But 99% of the time it's a McDonald's. I'll even do a Taco Bell or a Del Taco. Those are probably the 5 places I'm going are McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, Del Taco, and Burger King. Maybe in that order. Like 90% of the time it's McDonald's. Maybe a Jack in the Box because they got some weird. They mix it up with their food, so sometimes they got something that I want to try. And they're pretty common. So if I can't find a McDonald's, I'll go to the Jack in the Box, get 2 tacos, and use the restroom. I'll do a Taco Bell or a Del Taco. I like Del Taco better. There's more Taco Bells though, and that's just basic meat, bean and cheese, rice burrito. It's all the same at Taco Bell. Their whole menu is just one item. It's 30 versions of the same thing. Del Taco, they have some really, really good actually tacos there. I actually really like Del Taco. I got their cheeseburger there a bunch in the past, and I don't know why I was doing that. One day I just dawned on me that the Del Taco cheeseburger is not good. It's not good. It really is not. Their tacos are awesome, but the Del Taco cheeseburger is not good. Sorry, Del Taco. I'm glad. I appreciate that you have it on the menu, though. And yeah, Burger King. I go there maybe once a year to get the original chicken sandwich. That's a good one. That's a classic one. So sometimes I'm craving that, and I'll get that. But yeah, I just need more advice. I need suggestions. If you're a guy like me out on the road and you're looking to get a little more healthy, get a little more workout time in, maybe even eat a little bit better, what do you do? It's so tough. You're in your car. You're not really. I can't get it. What am I supposed to do? Get out of my car, do push-ups or something? A couple jumping jacks when I'm stuck in traffic. I really need to figure this out. I was thinking of stopping at a couple parks because I drive all over the place. If I see a park, they have those workout stations. I can maybe get a couple pull-ups in, but I can really only do 1 or 2 pull-ups right now. I say 1 or 2. It's really 0 or 1. It's like half of a pull-up. But yeah, I don't know. If you're like me and you're in your car a lot and you're working a lot and you're driving around a lot, what do you do? I could start bringing my lunch. I could kind of get a cooler. That'd be all right. Get a really nice cooler. put some ice in there. But put like some homemade sandwiches, some water or some healthy juice. I've been drinking more black coffee. I've been putting less cream and sugar in my coffee just because, I don't know, my taste is kind of changing. But yeah, I need to figure something out. I don't know if there's any. That's been a real conundrum for me. I wanted to bring it up on the podcast because I'm kind of stuck with that one. It's hard to, I guess generally speaking, it's hard to stay in shape and then like prioritize working and running a business. You kind of have to, the time I could be spent working out, I'm here doing something, you know. I guess that's just the sacrifice, but I need to figure something out. I'm not so much worried about the McDonald's. McDonald's is they're almost healthy food. McDonald's is all right. I'd have no problem with McDonald's. And I don't really have a problem with variety either. I can eat the same thing every day. I don't care about that. I guess I just need I need like a workout regimen for like when you're in your car. Maybe I get one of those hand squeezy guys. You know, something. I need like a car workout diet for when you're a commuter or you're a guy who works in your car a lot. How do you deal with health and fitness? Something I've been thinking a lot about. I don't know if you got any good ideas, then leave a comment or something. But in the meantime, that's it for today. Monday newsroom updates from the California courts. Complete. Congratulations to all our award winners. And to everybody listening, hopefully you win an award one day too. Hopefully all your teams win, your sports teams win, and hopefully you win an award personally. Hopefully I win an award too. Wish me luck. Check out the patreon.com/process server and messenger. Like, rate, and review, subscribe, listen to the podcast on YouTube and everywhere else, on X, Instagram, TikTok. If you need to serve CT Corp, if you're serving Experian, if you're serving, who else is there? I can't, are they PayPal, Lyft, Uber? Are they there? I think I serve them there. I do a lot of Experian there. So if you're serving anybody at CT Corp in Glendale, California, let me know. That's basically my specialty. And other than that, that's going to be it for the Monday podcast. And yeah, hopefully you all win awards. Hopefully we all win awards, and have a good rest of your week. I'll be back on Friday with another podcast. And in the meantime, yeah, hopefully your teams win. Hopefully you win an award, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.